And so my theory is that he whacked all of us. I feel like that's kind of how the ending was. That's my take on it.
The finale, how with the shot to black, we're the ones that got whacked.
Everybody. I mean, at least Tony and us. You know what I mean? I don't mean like the kids and all that, but like if you're watching this thing, it's like the whole thing that's it. It's done.
Yeah. Have you read the recent articles on David Chase's perspective, and also Alan Taylor, when they were doing an interview for the Many Saints of Newark, he had said that they were shooting that scene with the intent of Tony getting whacked. So they're telling us what their intent was, but they're not really telling us if he got whacked. So
it's better not to officially know, right? Because then you can still, I'm glad you didn't see anything like that, because it's just you got the you got this moment. You could have a thing like that where you see like Tony Montana go, but maybe it's the fact that we had all those hours with him and his family. It's like it felt like your family or my family, like, even though it's this exaggerated mafia world, like, running North Jersey and all that, but I think that would have been, pretty traumatic. Although there's some other things that are hard to watch, like when Ralphie, beats up that, the prostitute character. I mean, that's like,
that was rough.
That stuff, if you really, in context, there's some really crazy things in there that you're watching, but this stuff also exists too. So I know they were pulling from real stories a lot.
Yeah, I mean, we're in the year, 2021, it's almost 2022. The finale was 2007. It's 14 years and we're still talking about it. I mean, I think they achieved what they were looking to, what the goal of that finale was. And it's probably because of that we even got the Many Saints of Newark. We were still talking about Sopranos.
That's right.
Have you seen the Many Saints?
I watched it on my phone coming back from New York. I went to go for to meet with some investors for something in my hometown. And I was all excited because I'd pretty much probably gone through like 5, maybe into 6 seasons of just watching it on my own again, and then getting excited about the movie. And then I watched it again for like 20 minutes and fell asleep the other day. So I got to give it another watch. But yes, I have seen it on this thing, which is, I'd love to see it in the theater too. It's just like, I'm a single parent. I'm dealing with a lot of things. I'm like, but I got a good setup here now to watch it, where I've been rewatching the series. So yeah, what was your take, man?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I mean, I'll admit I've seen it 4 times now.
Right.
And every time that I've rewatched it, I've enjoyed it even more, because the first time you watch
that's what I felt.
Yeah, I mean, you're kind of just like in this like high, you're kind of just on this roller coaster. So like you miss a lot of things, right? And it really is a movie made for the Sopranos fan. So the Easter eggs that they throw in there, and if you said you've watched the whole thing, you've given. So
I watched the whole thing on my American Airlines flight on my phone.
Okay, yeah, I don't want to spoil anything if you didn't get to the end, but
I did get to the end. Yeah.
Because there was a lot of people that were kind of questioning, the way of kind of who ordered the hit at the end, ended up being Junior. And if you watch the show, right, this is the same guy that ordered the hit on his own nephew. So why wouldn't he order the hit? Right? So why wouldn't he? Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, Junior, love the character, and Dominic Chianese. I mean, it's so enjoyable. But he's a scumbag. You know what I mean? To do that, he's basically killing his own family members. But man, so good though. I mean, it's such a treat.
Yeah, we just interviewed Dominic Chianese Jr., who played Dominic. Oh, wow. He was in the New York crew in season 6B.
That's cool.
So yeah, we just interviewed him. We were able to get his perspective and kind of what it was like for his dad, taking on the role, and him being so different from Uncle Junior. Yeah. But I always knew him as Johnny Ola.
Exactly.
And he was all
the time. That's when Michael, he hears the Judas moment.
Yep.
I listened to I've been listening to the podcast too, the Sopranos one, and then we had, a lot of us had done one before that too, that was kind of like getting me back into it. But I listened to that episode with Dominic, and what a treat too, listening to all his stories of how he came up, and he's special man, special actor,